I just buy more equipment, you know, because one thing that's the constant is the lawn care. And another thing that's the constant is me managing my money in a way to where I can pull the trigger on stuff. And the more equipment you got, the more money you're going to make. I don't care what anybody says. Don't matter. The more equipment, he who owns the equipment makes the most money with the minimal work, unless something breaks. He who owns the equipment runs everything, you know. All right, you guys, good morning. Y'all know what it is. We're gonna wrap up that job from yesterday today. So we got, you know, a lot of you guys are talking about the safety stuff. Y'all know I got a safety harness and everything. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna be honest with you. I don't understand the safety harness and the type of lift that I have. The type of lift that I have, y'all, let me explain this best I can. The type of lift that I have, as y'all can see, it is stationary. It does not move when the basket is implemented. Okay, can't move it. And if I'm just think about it, y'all. I just want y'all to think about it, and I like for some of you sensible guys to leave me a comment. And hey, man, if y'all can poke holes in what I'm saying, finna tell you, please do, man. Y'all help me learn, man, because I'm trying to learn too. So you put the safety harness on. You know, it's everything. It's the belt. It's the thing. It goes around the strap, and it goes around the shoulder, and it's got the hook on the back, and you got the lanyard, and you hook it to the basket. Right, and you're up in a tree, and that thing tips over. You can't get out of the basket, man. I'm not going to be in a stationary machine locked in. Now, if I was climbing up high in the basket, or trying to reach something I shouldn't be trying to reach, or you know, things like that, I'm not. But I'm not doing none of that. I got my feet on the floor of the basket, and the rails come up, you know, to here, you know, so you're not really, you know, gonna fall out of it. Okay. So I don't understand why a lot of you guys, and I understand that you guys are just thinking about safety, but if you really peel a layer of that back and look at what I'm trying to, and look at what I'm saying, then you'll see that what I'm saying really makes sense. Now, when you are in a lift that does not move, well, you don't have to worry about being thrown out of the basket. They are more, well, you're not moving. You know, the ones that I would say require a safety harness. Now I do need to get a hat, a hard hat for sure. And I got one in the house, man, but I don't like it, man. It doesn't fit real good. It's just a cheap one that I use from time to time as needed, but I haven't, you know. Anyway, but if you're in one of the ones that has this 4 wheels and you're driving it from the basket, and you can get thrown out of the basket with just a little bump in the road, or a little bump somewhere, especially if you're like on a construction site, or a place where you're having to go off of a curb or anything like that, and you're actually driving it from the basket, the bounce can throw you out of the basket. Okay, and that's where I think you need the safety harness, lanyard and all. Not on one that does not move while the basket is implemented. So that's just my thinking, because if this lift tries to flip on me and I'm in the basket and I'm trimming trees, I'm gonna try to grab a tree. I mean, come on, y'all. I'm not going to want to ride the basket down and hope for the best, being trapped in the basket. Now, I don't know, you know. I just don't think it's any safer, you know. And I could see it being potentially a lot more dangerous for this particular lift, you know. So that's why y'all have not seen me with a safety harness on, because I don't want to be tied to a basket that's going down. So I don't want to ride it down. And I'm doing tree work now. I really don't see any situation where I'd want to have a you know, the lanyard safety features and all that on for this particular lift. I can't think of anything, because if that basket's going down, I want to get out of that basket and hope for the best. You know, you go, if you're hung in that basket and you can't get out of it for whatever reason, you can't even steer clear of the machine or anything, you know, I just think it's more dangerous for this particular lift. You know, I might be wrong, but I know me, and I know I've been doing tree work for a pretty good while. Not in-depth tree work, but I've been doing tree work where it'd be the equivalent of me being on a ladder and being tied to the ladder, and then a limb come down and hit the ladder and knock the ladder out from under me, and I ain't got no choice but to go down with the ladder. And if I'm not tied to the ladder, then I'm going to automatically grab the tree, and I'm going to hold on into the tree. So that's why, you know, and I know I probably said the same thing a couple times, but that's why y'all have not seen me with the safety harness on. That's why, because I ain't riding down 40 foot down in a lift that's going down. I don't see a wind there. You know, if I'm not tied to the lift, then there's a good chance that I can grab the tree, because if the lift flips while you're on it, it's going to flip. Of course, it's probably not always, but 99% of the time, if you're on a lift and you're out, it's going to flip that way that you're out. So if I'm out and I'm cutting trees here, and I got the lift pushed out to there, and the thing starts to tip down like that, well, I'm going to damn grab the tree. Now, I might survive, I might not, but I think my chances are a hell of a lot better than riding that 40 foot down in that basket being hung to it by something that I can't, you know, being tethered to it, and ain't nothing I can do about it. I won't be able to hold the tree, because if I try to hold the tree, then the lift is gonna, you know, and the lift might go down, and what am I gonna do? I'm still gonna try to grab the tree, but I'm not gonna be able to hold the whole lift up, you know. So a lot of it has to do with being cautious when you're in the lift. And you can look up towable man lifts. And before I bought this lift, y'all, I did a lot of research, and please, if somebody knows different, or, you know, has heard different, please tell me. I have not seen one occasion, y'all, where one of these lifts, this model, this height, this particular lift, towable lift, has flipped over while it's on a job. Now, while it's being worked on a job, I have seen the motorized ones, you know, that you don't pull behind your truck. I have seen them flip over. Of course, they're going out 80 feet, you know. This is only 40 feet. A couple of things that I do that I probably haven't discussed with you guys is that when I'm up in the basket and I'm going out, I'm going out toward a tree. So if the thing tries to lean, the basket's going to hit the tree, and that may, I don't know for sure, but that may be enough to stop that thing from flipping. Well, I know it would be enough to, you know, because you would have to clear the tree. So if you'll notice, when I'm in the thing and I start getting up there and I go out like that, not up, but out, I'm going toward the trunk of a tree, just in case something happens on the ground. Now, again, I haven't seen a video or anything where one of these things have flipped while it was on a job being used, a 40-footer. I haven't seen any of the ones that are towable flip on a job, not none. Now, if you guys can see know of an incident or know of a situation or know where a video is that I can see something like that, I would love it, man. Please send me. But I don't think that you can flip it unless the ground gives way or something. Now, you know, you could, I guess the footprints could be down on top of some soft ground or crusty ground, and you know, you get up there, getting moving around, and the damn and the foot sinks, I guess, you know. But yeah, I just don't. I'm still trying to think of why I spent, you know, $100 on safety gear, you know, when I should have bought me a freaking hard hat, a good hard hat to wear in the tree, you know, because that is something that will help. Y'all saw the other day where I was going up and I just bumped my head, and you know, you got to be careful on a lift, but you can't, you know, with all that being said, you can't be stupid on the lift either, okay? You can't. It's rated for 450 pounds. Well, you know, I don't even weigh 200 pounds. So I'm not going to put 600 pounds up in it and expect that thing to perform like it's supposed to. I mean, a lot of these times when you see these people getting thrown out of lifts and all of that, or thank God they did have the safety harness on, because the lift didn't flip, but the bouncing threw them up out of the lift. That happens a lot but you'll notice it ain't on these, not on the towable stationary man lifts. So I could see definitely having a harness in, because that thing get to bouncing, and they're designed to bounce some. That thing get to bouncing, it'll throw you up out of there quick, you know. But you know, you got to use some freaking common sense too, you know. Yeah, anything can be dangerous if you're a dummy with it. I mean, come on, you know, this truck is dangerous if you're ignorant and you ain't thinking about what you're doing. I mean, you know, a weed eater's dangerous if you're stupid with it. Come on. So, you know, you got to apply some common sense. And I know a lift is in a whole nother league because it picks you up like that. But the key to me is don't overstress the lift, don't overdo the lift, and make sure that the lift is in the best scenario to win, which is, these are things that I live my life by. And I ain't talking about just the lift, I'm talking about just in general. I put all the equipment in the best scenario to win. Trucks, trailers, bobcat, lift, labor, everything. I want it to be in the best scenario to win and not get hurt. So, you know, the man lift is just another tool to me, and it has performed like it should. I mean, really has surprised me at how well it has performed. All right, you guys, I'm gonna try to set you guys up where y'all can get a good view of this. Keep in mind, I gotta get all these trees in here, but I want to get these ones out here. I think I can reach all of these.
can't get over there. I'll get hit.
He's got the saw on.
There we go. Here we go.
Cut under it. Do a little undercut.
We move the truck.
There it is right there. Oh man, that's a big one.
Yep.
Oh, what about the other truck?
Yeah.
It should fall straight down. He should already.
Ray's got this.
Yeah. It should fall straight down. And then fall this way. Towards us. There it goes. Towards us. Oh, that's a nice fall there.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so you see, that's how you have to do that. So right now, I want to go in some before I go up. So, and then this joystick here, it's got a trigger on the back of it. You got to hold down. So that's far enough in. So then what I do is I just hit that, put that right there, and now we're going up. And this is the, I don't have to move it anymore unless I want to go out. This does the rotation right here too. So, and that's the battery power. It tells you how much battery power you got and all that. So we're in a great location here to do what I want to do here. So I'm gonna try to clamp you guys on. I don't know what kind of good video I'm gonna get or not, but we'll see. Okay. So I want to go this way, right? So I need to get that branch right there, and then I want to come out some, and now I want to go over some. And y'all see the branch right there. I guess y'all can see it. Tell you what, Milwaukee, man, ain't no joke, y'all. Heads up. Yeah, looking good right there, y'all. So this pole saw is so long now with the extension on it, I got to get away from the damn thing to cut it. Just want to get some of the stubs off. Yeah. So I'm gonna change the extension on here. It's too long right now, man. It's just getting all in my way. And that's real easy to do. You just hit that button, undo that. All right. And the reason why I like this thing right here, y'all, is it reaches really far and it's really light, man. You know, just for the viewing pleasure. You'll never get up in the tree without this. That's that 2012. So, real simple here. Locking in place. Tighten that up. There we go. That's simple, y'all. Okay, so got that branch. You know, I'm gonna head over here to get this turn branch right here. Let's go up some. Easy cheesy peasy. We'll cut this in 2 pieces for him. So they ain't got to cut it on the ground. Okay. Looking good, looking good. Let's show y'all how high off the ground we are really. We're going up, yeah, we gotta go up and around. We gotta get on the other side of this pine tree right here. Y'all see that pine tree? We gotta get on the other side of that pine tree. So the only way to do that is to go in, right? Yeah, I got a few branches I'm gonna cut here, and then and I ain't cutting none of the dogwoods in there, dude. Okay. Just the big stuff. So y'all ought to pack that down, strap it down, and go on and go. All right. And then Zach, I want you to start over there with the lawnmower while he's gone, if you don't mind. All right. Yep. I'm trying to get us done earlier today, y'all. I like it, Ray. And I got cash money for everybody. I like it. Cash, y'all. So you got to go up to be able to dodge the tree on your rotation. See. And so then you get over here into that, right? And now what we're trying to do is, oh, it's difficult, man. Get me a camera for my hard hat that I'm gonna get. Definitely gonna get me a hard hat. Now, y'all, let me talk about. I'm talking to the camera, y'all. And let me tell y'all something, man. So if you tie yourself to this thing, say I got this big old strap on, right? And y'all are telling me that to tie on to it. So say I've got this harness and all on, and I'm tied to this, right? And right here, I'm tied right there, right? Safety, right, and all that. Well, what if this thing starts to tip, man? Are you saying I got to ride down with it, man, and hope for the best? Or can I grab hold of this tree? Or this tree, or that tree? See, I'm not gonna be tying myself into this thing. I don't think it's the safest way to do it, man. I guess if OSHA or somebody came up on me and told me I had to, it was a law or whatever, then I guess I would. But that's what they'll have to do. So I'm not with that, man. That's very dangerous if you ask me, man, to be tied into this, because this thing don't move. It's off the ground. It can't roll. It can't propel me out of the basket, man. All right, y'all. So that job's a wrap. Got my check. So turned out to be pretty good. It's 2:15. So we spent about we probably got about 9.5 hours over there. We'll just say 10. And $1,250. So I think that's pretty good, man. I can live on that, Done better and I've done better before and done a whole lot worse, for sure. So, but get this. So, while we're there today, 2 people came up to me today. But I can easily say, safe to say, and with confidence say that, and it'd be true, that the lift profited $1,000 in the last 3 days. So, and when I say 3 days, y'all know that we're not starting until, like this morning, we didn't start till 10. Yesterday morning we didn't start until 9:45. So so really it's half a day, 4 or 5 hours. So yeah. So the only thing I can really say, y'all, is without the lift, I wouldn't have made the money I made in the last 3 days. So, you know, and though it might not be as much as I could possibly make with the lift, it's enough when you consider that I'm learning. And one thing about Ray, and I don't know if all you guys know this or not, but one thing about me, man, is I am in it for the long hustle. I'm not in this business for, you know, the quick lick. You know, I'm in this business for the long haul. So my approach is from that angle. You know, I'm very, very patient when it comes to getting my money back on equipment. Very patient. And because I know that as long as I'm patient, methodical, and I take care of the machine and don't put it in you know, situations that it don't need to be in, and don't let nothing happen to it, then the machine will make me money for years to come. You know, it's a given I'm gonna make my money back on it, y'all. That's a freaking given. I mean, I would have never bought that if that was in question, or if I, you know, if I had any doubts about that, you know. I believed in my heart of hearts that I would be able to get my money back. Now, you know, there's a lot of unknowns, and there's a lot of, you know, jobs I'm going to have to do that. But make no mistake, I'm going to be able to get my money back on this machine. So, and though that's not, you know, the end game that I'm looking for, that's the game I'm looking at right now. Get my 17K back. Get the financing wrapped up. Get out from under any payment. You know, and then, man, you know, you take the payment away, and then the rinky ass damn $40 they try to add it on for the freaking insurance. You take all that away, and man, that machine is gold. And it's even better to me since it doesn't have a gas engine. You know, contrary to what you might think, I don't plan on trimming trees every day, y'all. That ain't why I bought it. I bought it to put me in the game on just some more different kind of work that I can make around the same amount of money or more that I do with the Bobcat or mowers or whatever else. It ain't that I'm going in the tree business. It ain't that I got to use it every day. It is just a piece of equipment in the arsenal that enables me to make more money. You know, so, but, you know, and, you know, I want to own the equipment. I want to own my own equipment, and I want to be able to dictate what jobs the equipment goes on and what jobs it don't, and all that. And, you know, that's important to me. You know, it ain't important to everybody. Everybody don't care nothing about owning lawnmowers and bobcats and equipment. I want to own the equipment. Because I want the equipment. I want to be able to, I want it to be up to me to put the equipment in the best scenario to win. Because there ain't, nobody is thinking about my livelihood deeper and more focused than me. Just saying. Anyway, y'all, it's oh man, damn. All right, y'all, it's Chick-fil-A time. We got us a grilled chicken sandwich. We're gonna go in here and eat some chips with, man. It's Ray. I'll kick back with y'all, man. Peace out.